and you go with that. Now, they're also going to go ahead and lock in the jungle and the gold lane already by taking up the Harley, which we saw banned previously, and then they get the Brody.
Okay, good amount of burst coming in. You want to be able to take advantage of whoever gets caught in Detna's welcome. Good global presence here. Fans from all over the world in the stadium supporting their favorite fans, their favorite teams as hardcore fans for Games of the Future. I love it. How does Onic close up? Do they find an answer to the Brody immediately? What else do we have left? Do we want to see... does Keller go fighter again? Is a good question.
Could he go fighter against the Brody? Is that something you'd really want to do? Or maybe he just matches range for range and gets the Clint, unless it's going to be banned out. I think it's funny. Okay, there is a Matilda ban, so that respect is going to come through. But it's interesting, man. Like, I feel like even now, we're seeing... The meta's not changing a bunch, but it's like slightly shifting, right? There are some shifts here happening. I think one of them is like even the Claude. The Claude has kind of been a more of a struggle, right? Because even back in Paris, we saw so much Claude, Moskov, the likes of that, and then eventually some of these other picks started to pick up, like the Melissa, like the Brody, couple fighters sprinkled into there too. But I think in this case, maybe you just go the Clint, unless it's going to be one of these bans from SRG.
The Claude just doesn't fit the whole game plan or the pacing that the Paris meta game once allowed. But now maybe? I don't know. Especially since you have the Brody who kind of waits for that mid-game power spike as well. Lo Yi gets banned out. Mid is kind of tight. I gotta say it now. Mid is kind of tight. If some way, somehow, Selangor or Giants end up with the Eudora in mid, then that's an early game snowball that they're looking at. We might go to game 3.
Okay, I would like the game 3, man, if they can. Lo Yi is interesting. Go with the Lo Yi ban, which I don't think we've seen picked up yet. If it has, it's only probably popped up maybe once or twice, even in the group stage. I'm taking a quick look. But the Lo Yi being a surprising ban, you're still going to have that last ban here for Onic. See what they decide to go with. They're still honing in on the roam. So, oh, no, they're going to go for the Eudora.
Yep, right into it. If they let SRG get it, and it doesn't really fit their draft, then even with chunky boys like Belleric and Uranus, they will lose out on that early game pressure. So one more ban for SRG. I think mid is safe. I think both teams are kind of like, okay, whatever's left in mid, we'll play it out.
Okay, the Louis was picked up twice.
Yeah. Do they force a gold laner now? Do they force a selection of a gold lane? Could that be? I don't know if it's a good idea against Kelra. Kelra has amazing hero pool.
You have just such a hero pool that you can dip into here, man. Like I said, if they want to, maybe they could have gone the Clint, banned it out, but they'll go the Rafaela instead. So, you know, two of the heroes that we thought would be picked up, either that Matilda or the Rafaela, or at least the answers to each other, they actually get answered in the draft. There's the Clint. I called it. That Brody was picked up early on, so you might as well play range for range. Clint really helps with that. Again, these are like one of the two heroes, too, that usually gets picked up against a Melissa, if that's the case, and they still go with a traditional marksman. But this is also just really helpful because when you have a Brody paired up with a Harley, you know, your whole job is, let me get these marks off. You got that little stun that can come into, but then you have enough safe distance to try to stay away from getting, you know, Wrath of the Dryad or having loot be in your face here if you're innocent. But even so, trying to stay away from Kyrie, man, is something that have to happen. You know, a lot of people out there believe in Onyx going to 2-0 this. Well, SRG, I would say, has a game plan to make sure that doesn't happen.
Astana loves Onic. Wow, Astana is Sonic City. Selangor Giants close off the draft with a Valentina and a Glue. So that mid lane ult stealer goes over to the other side. What does Onic play in mid? What goes into the hands of Sans here?
Is he just going to go Farsa?
Yeah, mid-range is where SRG plays, so maybe, yeah, Farsa with Flicker. Okay, good read. Again, there's very little that can dive through the bodies that Onic are dropping, especially with the additional one in the Eternal Guard. Great read. I'm usually skittish when it comes to Vexana's coming through, but for this one, I'm bullish. I'm all in, man. No
You're
hodl.
bullish.
Don't
You go no
bro.
hodl here?
Full
No
send
hodling?
it. Full send it.
She's gonna full send the Eternal Guard, man. It's one of the things, though. I remember when it first popped up, the Vexana, a couple times back, even in the wild card of MSC, we were wondering, what is the purpose of this? What is the logic here behind it, especially with the meta, the way it was forming? It makes sense. Again, being able to utilize the Eternal Guard's little kind of knock up when he summoned down, and then of course her kit. And there's some decent poke too. So the Vexana has really done a lot better over the course of time. But I'm going to lean. I know it's Onyx City out there in Astana, man, but I'm going to lean for SRG. Ooh. I need a game 3 here, Leo.
Okay, you could hope. But whenever a Vexana is picked in that spot, it's usually the kill shot. It's usually, we know, save for maybe the first couple of weeks in Paris, but later on, especially now, I don't think Coach Yeb or Coach Chewe would let this slide without it passing their vibe check and getting their permission. Going into game number 2, match point for Onic. SRG have so much to catch up to. I don't know how they're going to find Suns. Or even yet better, Kelra. Because Kelra invested in the Flicker. I'm afraid for SRG. None of them picked up Purify.
Oof. Well, Onic doesn't have to worry about popping any Purifies, man. It's all up to the athletic Flicker, basically, for SRG. We're going to take a little breather here while they get things situated. Again, very important for this one. Best of 3 series. You're facing a match point right now if you're SRG. They want to go ahead and make sure that they have the best playing field. Again, a winner of this series goes to the grand final here tomorrow, which will be our one and only best of 5. Can't wait for that best of 5 to break through because, again, the nature of things change. When you go from, we've gone through it all, man. Best of 1s, we've had best of 2s before in other tournaments. Then you have the best of 3s, which we've been through all for games of the future. Okay. And then you get those best of 7s. Unfortunately, no best of 7, or no best of 7 here. It's just gonna be a best of 5 tomorrow.
Actually, as I push my glasses up close to my face, we haven't experienced everything, Joseph.
What have we not experienced? Best of 9?
Best of 9. We haven't experienced best of 9, which was done in a couple of seasons in the WSL, the Women's Star League in Indonesia. In an attempt to take down now Team Vitality, they tried to do best of 9s in the finals. Back into this one, though, conjecture out the window. Keyboy put down to a 1/5 of his health. Him and Humes can just do this forever, especially if Keyboy can punch someone after he gets his second skill going.
Okay, well, at least no one goes down. This is what we kind of expected, though. Like these first beginning exchanges in the mid lane. That doesn't happen here, so Turtle still a bit away, 30 seconds from now. But if we think about when these level 4s come online, and Stormy is able to go ahead and take one of the ultimates, there's a couple, I would say, there's room for him to most likely be the Wrath of the Giant, but even take his own Eternal Guard. I think that can actually really help the crowd control for SRG if they want to go ahead and try to find, if it's Kelra. Again, once a Flicker is burned for Kelra, then maybe that's how you catch him. And so it might be up to you to be like, okay, I got to go burn that Flicker from Kelra.
For sure. Speed is the name of the game for Selangor Giants. It's a very small window that they can actually do that. Massive Detna's welcome coming in. Throw him into the wall, Keyboy. Does survive it even after eating a deadly magics. But Humes ensures that the job is finished. Selangor Giants draw first blood and go straight to the turtle. They're pushing Lutpi back. Again, I told you, Joseph, speed is the name of the game.
And that speed is in the form of a dinosaur right now. It's in the form of that Barrett's. And this is what we talked about. I mean, he didn't even have to burn the Flicker there, but think about the distance again that a Barrett's can cover when Daytona's welcome, Flicker combo. I don't know too many heroes that can get away from that unless they burn a battle spell, or at least they really try to dodge that. So that's something why I was saying, these Barrett first side blue pick Barretts are so strong. They're so deadly. We saw Lutpi do this multiple times, so why not take a page out of the Book of Onic? Here it is again.
One? No way. That is welcome after the Flicker stuns 2 and takes him down as well. Selangor Giants are on a roll. And off of the back of a singular pick, you were just singing the praises of this duo, Joseph. Barats.
He just said, let me show you one and do it better. than the last time, man. This time throwing it into an opponent to get the stun off. Onic kind of shell-shocked right now, man. I feel like they don't have much of an answer.
Flicker forward, plus an Eternal Guard. Take that, Stormy. Did not get to respond. Athletic Flicker, not found. So I think Onic is showing them that it takes two to tango. If you want to play hardball, I'm game. Comes in with a offensive forward Flicker. But I think that's one thing that shows Onic learned their lesson. Maybe now they want to keep Sans at a safe distance. That second combo, that second double kill for Cram, well, for SRG, shouldn't have happened if Sans wasn't in the vicinity. So maybe protect yourself a little more, and then Onic can find their footing.
Yeah, I'd like to take. I wish we could take a look at the items here too, just to see where the gold laners are at currently, because they've been in their own world as expected. Trying to get the best here before they start to pop off. You can see the Blade of Hepsies already is secured by Innocent. I'm not sure what Kelra decided to go here on the Clint right away, but we will see as the second turtle is up. There we go. So he's got Endless Battle. So he finished that. Now they're going to fight for this turtle.
Yums on the conceal, looking to take the mount on the Sans. Turtle at less than half health right now. Sans still holding on to his ult. Kyrie looking for way in. Flicker!
Oh, what a
Grab
dodge.
the Dryads coming through, but Uni still secures. Now a massive detonator's welcome, but plus the mount coming through. And Onic looking for that re-engage. Keyboy eats a face full of deadly magic, still survives. SRG could not end him. And just like that, Onic are able to at least keep it at deadlock, despite being down almost 2K.
Yeah, that looked really dicey. Oh, up top. Okay, I thought they got really close to getting Cram there. And it was, that was like a slow motion action movie right there. The Daytona's welcome was charged up. He went right for Kyrie, and Kyrie just iframed it on the Hirata to stay alive. But I think this is the difficult part, right? Loopy and also Keyboy, they need to get tanky enough to kind of survive those interactions. Keyboy barely surviving. Again, on this Belric. Your biggest strength is setting up with that Wrath of the Dryad, having that little taunt interaction too. But, once that expended, you're kind of just hanging around, So it's like, you need to be tanky enough.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I think that's one of the keys to SRG actually winning the first 5 minutes is they're basically locking Lutpi out of his main job, which is to block the Barats. Now in comes Onic, they pop Yums, and Lutpi did it! Lutpi successfully did it, Joseph. He blocked 3. He was playing man-to-man defense on 3 men.
Yeah, this feels bad whenever every single time you see that Uranus in front of you and you're just like, how do we get past this galactic type of whatever he is, creature? Because he's just so tanky. He's so tanky, and at the same time, if you kind of spend too much time around him, you're going to take damage. Cram, get the taunt. Keyboy's up there. They just want to go ahead and keep this turret up. They'll do just that. But now Onic, what they've been able to do is kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. Kyrie's going to get spotted out there, respecting what can happen. You look at the full pullback here from Kelra, though. He knows SRG's trying to make a move.
Kelra! Did he flicker or did he just
ricochet
that? He dodged it. Oh my lord, it's Kelra and Kyrie outdoing each other with mechanics.
Brother just bullied, man. I thought he burned the flicker too, and now third turtle's up.
So this is 2 turtles going over to SRG. One last could be up for grabs for Onic. Lutpi again, man-to-man defense on 3 men.
Oh,
Turtle
Yums.
At about half. Oh, Yums gets caught out. Eternal Guard and everything but the kitchen sink thrown at him. Kyrie looking to find rage, and he does it! Secures the final turtle, and now Stormy gets popped. Kyrie gets a stack. Onic not done, pushing Innocent back. Oh, this Brody don't want none of this. He picks up the Sky Piercer. Could finish the job, has a couple of stacks on Keyboy. Does not press the torn apart memory. But Kyrie finds Uni after committing Grand Theft Orange. Oh, Kyrie is such a bad boy.
Such a dangerous man. I can already see the crowd waving their 2-0 signs right now for Onic. Again, there's so many fans out there for Kyrie, and they're seeing him put on a show on the Hirata. Up top, though, Kelra.
Kelra gets mounted and hit with a torn apart memory, but off camera, we barely catch a couple of kills on SRG. The punish Usually when a gold laner dies, it's no bueno, but this time, as they say in Kazakhstan, Rahmet, I'll take that deal any day. Twice on Saturdays. Purple, secured at least by Yums. It went from worse to bad.
It did. I don't think you want that purple buff on Yums, man, but you know what? Maybe it can help them go ahead and set something up through this, because SRG, they're not too far behind. It's not the back foot that they're on. Backs aren't against the wall or anything like that, but Leo, it's reminding me of what we saw maybe a week or so ago with Kelra. The reaction times, I know he just died up there, but the reaction times are something that you always have to take note of. Whether he's flickering, whether he's just using the kit of the hero, it makes it so difficult to crash down on Kelra. And that's why SRG has to kind of commit a lot of resources to make sure that Kelra isn't there. He is starting to scale up here. He's got the Berserker's Fury and the Endless Battle now for that Clint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same issue with Sans. You have to consider, how do we find this main source of damage while still keeping our own essential kit for the re-engage? That's the problem SRG are dealing with right now. That's what put them about 2,000 gold behind. Onic are first to the Lord pit. Lord at a third of its health. Cram looking for a good target. Lutpi on his tail. They're not allowing him to fight it. Oh, but they do get Kelra. Throws him into the wall. Stolen. Eternal Guard turns it around. Down goes the gold standard. Kyrie finds Cram. And Kyrie gets another stack. 404. That's not found. Kyrie looking to dodge around. Lutfi put down to 1/8 of his health. The mount on a Keyboy. Keyboy gets taken down by Innocent. And now they find sweet revenge on Ayums. Kyrie gets another stack. Make it 5. Onic do stop Selangor Giants from turning it into a conversion. Lord still standing.
Yep, so they stall at the Lord here. A really good fight, though, honestly, for SRG until they had to deal with Kyrie. This is one of the things you usually see. When we've seen a fully stacked Hirata, it's because of the patience, right? The patience to be able to get stacks. Okay, Lutpi. Oh, cutting it close.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Kelra flickers back. You won't get me twice, not in a minute. And Kyrie looking to take down Cram with the kind of burst that Kelra has, and those stacks should be possible, but yeah, they turn over to the Lord.
They go for the Lord. Let's see if they delay it.
Massive combo from Onic. They take down 2. Yums and Cram take a nap as Kyrie is 1 away from the max Skypiercer stacks. Oh, he's really bad now.
Oh, man, Leo. He's looking to be as bad as he can be. Almost fully stacked. This is going to be a Lord take here, but this is the problem, man. Look at this. Again, items fall in place. Lord secured. Lutpi will keep things together. And it's crazy because Lutpi, he's just got an Oracle Radiant Armor and Chastised Pauldron, but that's keeping him tanky enough to not die and just stay in the front side. I mean, we've seen him get relatively close to dying, but this is, you know, the Uranus is just kind of a hassle to deal with. Now, Cram, he's gotten some good Daytona's welcomes. They've gotten some decent fights for SRG, but the problem is not only getting through Lutpi, but trying to catch Kyrie. It's almost like they have to pay too much attention. Do we go for Kelra? Do we commit to Kelra, or do we commit to Kyrie? It's like choosing what you want to eat tonight, you know, and that's a big problem for SRG to get through.
Sounds like a first world problem, but it's not just that. They're also thinking about Sans. And all this while, there's this big, massive tree walking up, and whatever the hell Uranus is. Not to mention, he's the only Purify holder, which also, get this, gets rid of Brody's stacks. So even Innocent can't deal with Lutpi, even if he stood underneath his ult.
Yeah, really good clear here on the Lord, though, at least. We'll see if Onic gets some tier 2 turrets. That might be all they get. SRG's playing really carefully just to not get caught. Their side of the jungle. They've got the waves pushing in, but they're really well handled. So maybe, again, silver lining in this, SRG doesn't have to lose too much off that Lord take that Onic got. It's more down to, again, a fight. They're going to just hold this orange buff hostage. It looks like Keyboy.
And welcome. Detna's welcome. Cram throws him right into the wall. Lutpi, though, happy to take it. Didn't even use the Purify. And Kyrie and the rest of Onic punish him. Keyboy with a... Rather, the Dryads holds him down, but pays the price, falls alongside Sans. So, despite Onic having really good footwork, they have to respect the damage SRG has. 3v4 Yums holding Kyrie and Kelra down, forcing him back. Yeah, Onic have to find neutral again. They can't do it without Sans or Keyboy.
Yeah, they're going to have to back off here. That was really good positioning from Humes, though. You know, he waited patiently in that brush, saw an opening, 4 Sans, went right to him. And so they were able to go ahead and split up. And that might be the kind of the game plan here for SRG as the fights break out, where, you know, someone's going to play this waiting game. Go from the back line, put pressure. Again, we mentioned this in the beginning of the game where it's like, all right, we have to pop the flicker from Kelra, or at least put enough pressure on Sans where the Eternal Guard might be dropped down early, so it can't be that setup that's been working for Onic so well. So amidst it all, SRG keeps things kind of under control.
Interesting why Mlbb decided to pop the consecration there. I think he felt there was a fight about to break out. And I'm not sure if that Detna's welcome attempt was exposed to Onic, but alas, both teams are just playing the map, clearing what needs to be cleared so that they're ready to dance.
With Lord being up, both teams getting in position. It looks like there was some pressure there towards Uni's buff just to see maybe if he could get the retribution out, but it doesn't happen. Oh, Cram.
Cram gets spotted out by Kyrie.
Oh, he doesn't have stacks.
No, he doesn't. He goes for Detna's welcome. No one home. He's a tiny little baby dinosaur.
No!
And he gets popped here. Kyrie. Max stacks making the most of it. Mlbb survives. Double oath. Deadly magic sand torn apart memory. SRG are down a man. They can't even contest. I'm not so sure this is a good idea, Joseph.
Oh, big stack.
Oh, they take down Patrick Star. This is no good, SpongeBob. And the Lord goes straight to Onic's side, putting him in a black and yellow jersey.
I don't know who I feel more bad for. Patrick Star, the glue, or just a small Barats without stacks, man. Feels like, you know, you almost feel bad for him trying to run away from Kyrie.
He was
minuscule. And 10-0-4 right now for the Hirana in the hands of Kyrie. Again, he wanted to put on a show for all the fans out there of Onic. Well, Kyrie is doing just that. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and cap off this game with this Lord push, but SRG, they got to be careful here.
Oh, no, he's tiny again. Oh,
Get stacks, Cram.
Yep, Onic know that Cram needs to build up, so they're taking all of the chances to deny him the stacks. Here we go. He's catching up. He's a medium-sized Barats right now. It's a matter of holding it down. I think he's at max stacks as we speak. But, again, time it out. He's starting to shrink. Look.
Yeah, he's got to get... And Keyboy has been doing a good job at kind of keeping him away, too, from these minions so he can maintain stacks. But as long as he hits the heroes, too, it should be fine. But the Lord is now down bottom. Keyboy with a conceal.
Oh, massive Eternal Guard. Down goes Humes. Cram here, approaching max stacks. Still holding on to Detna's welcome. Turret down bottom has already been cracked, so there's pressure on their base. Lord still standing. Wails away at the mid lane inhibitor a couple times. Sans forcing Uni back. Point blank card trick. Onic are taking it slow here. Stolen EG. Help him push back, but Kelra takes it down quick.
I think they just want to get this turret, so another wave needs to be pushing in here. So right now, SRG does a pretty good job, I'd say. Now that they've dealt with 2 Lords being secured by Onic, they only lose 1 base turret, so that's not bad. It's just the main thing of, again, not getting caught in this position where it converts to a couple kills to Onic. They still don't have an answer for this fully stacked Kyrie Hirata. Oh, look at this positioning. Is Uni going to try to make a play?
Okay, so Detna's welcome, finds one. It's Keyboy, but Kyrie takes out Innocent first. And Kelra gets taken down. Cram finds his man, but Kyrie wants to finish the job. Finds Humes, gets a double, and now Sans survives. Just like that, they're down to 2. Uni needs to go home to defend. Stormy, this is a lost cause. Kyrie finds him. Gets to, I can't believe it, 14 kills.
Oh, man.
14 kills on Kyrie right now. And I'm not sure Uni can defend.
Oh, another one. Leo, that looks like it's going to be it. Onic will make it happen here. The fans in the crowd can cheer because it's going to be a sweep against SRG to get to the grand final once again for another shot at the championship of Games of the Future 2026.
One step closer to a rematch. Just like that. Onic. What understanding of the metagame and their own playstyle too.
Yeah.
This is impressive.
Very impressive, man. Again, probably one of the best games, if not the best that we've seen from Hirata. They're going to go ahead and just walk into the grand finals with a sweep. Not expecting that, but they're feeling pretty good about it too. And that was a really tough one for Selangor Red Giants. Again, GG's well played to them as they will go down to the third place match tomorrow to see who they'll face up again. Again, smiles on the face for Onic. You know, it was a good fight. I felt like it was a really good fight until you couldn't solve the problem of the Hirara fully stacked, and that's kind of what we've seen in this meta. But again, hopefully we get to hear some insights over on the panel later on. But for now, we are going to be taking it over to a quick break before we head on to our next match.
Connected, that is Boss Steedy. Got a smartphone absolutely free, that is Boss Steedy. Hooked it up and no longer problems with home internet.
Get home internet and a smartphone for free with the premium family plan.
Get ready for school with WB. WB, all you need for classes and